Hey everybody out there, this is Michael from the How to Draw and Paint channel, and I'm here with Kate, and we are playing the Best Fiends game, and we're going to draw a character today from Best Fiends. We're going to draw this character right here, Kwincy the Spider. Special thanks go out to Best Fiends for sponsoring this video, and we really appreciate their help in getting an awesome drawing lesson out to you. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the game. Kate and I have been playing this game for a little while now, and if you want to join us in playing the game, click the link in the description below to download this game, and you can download it for free. What level are you on?
So I am on level 20. I got this game a few days ago, and I really like it. It's been a lot of fun. I'm not very good at it, but it's easy enough for me to be able to advance in, but hard enough that sometimes I have to redo a few levels. So that I really enjoy that.
So I'm only on level 7, and so I've got a lot of catching up to do. And what do you like most about the character design, the way the game looks?
I like the fact that all the characters work together and that you have a goal and to defeat the slugs as opposed to just getting pairs.
Well, let's go ahead and draw this, and Kate, I'm going to try to beat you.
Alrighty.
So, and I'd ask you guys out there to see if you can beat us both. So, alright, let's get to the drawing lesson. Thanks, Kate.
You're very welcome.
Okay, let's draw this awesome character here. Now, Kwincy is, he's big and round, and so we're going to start, obviously, with a circle. So, your first step will be to draw a circle on your paper. Okay, just like that. I'm going to draw that a little darker for you. There, just so you can see that. And now we're going to divide this circle with a line from top to bottom and a line from across side to side. Now, what I want to do first off is I want to place Kwincy's eye. And if you look at Kwincy and let's put something on him to divide him the way we have. So if we divide him right there, and we divide him like this, he's a really short pencil. This is kind of what we've done here. We've split him, and you can see with this circle here that his eye sits right above this line, but not all the way to the center. So let's draw a big eye right here. And don't worry if your Kwincy doesn't come out perfect. That takes practice. It's all about proportions, and we're going to get pretty close with this. And so now let's look at the center of his eye, and you'll notice that that is not directly in the center of that circle right there. It's a little off center. So if we were to divide this, see his pupil would be off center like that. It wouldn't be right in the middle. Okay, and then he's got a little notch out of it there for a highlight right there. And now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and do Kwincy's mouth. So the mouth, you can see, cuts past the middle and up. So it kind of comes through here, it comes up here, and then it shoots almost straight down before it curves fairly close to the bottom of his face. And it starts to swing up right here like this. See, like that. Boom, boom. So that's your next step. And then this part is a little tricky. We're going to work that out yet. Let's do the top part before we try to figure out this right here. So the top part is going to swing out and across. And let's see how far it goes out right here. That's about one eye out. So if we were to draw another circle here, about one eye out, you can see this swings all the way out to here, and then angles right there. And I'm going to go ahead and pull these out of the way now. And then that swings back a little bit like that. Okay, so now for this bottom part, you can see it kind of hooks in like that, and then he's got a lip that comes out, connects up with the circle here. And also, he's not quite a circle, he sort of comes out further here, so So we'll swing that out a little bit right there. And he's coming along real nicely. All right, so now looking below his eye here, we've got his teeth. And so if we look at the center of the eye and we come down here, then he's got two big teeth right here. Those are sort of not really half circles, just sort of bumps. Like that. And this tongue, again, if we divide him, that tongue really stays on this side of the line. So we're going to put that curve in for that tongue right there. And I'll draw the little shadow in there. There, like that. And then his bottom teeth, they come right up close to the line here. Two little humps right there and there. I think this tooth could be a lot bigger. See, I've made a mistake there. So I'm going to correct that. That's why we work in pencil. You notice that this tooth comes all the way over to here. So I really kind of messed that up, and I'm going to go ahead and fix it right now. These are much bigger. And that's one thing I like about drawing with pencil, rather than going straight to marker, is you get a chance to fix things. And so there we've got those two teeth and those little teeth, and the rest of his mouth will be red in there. And probably would help us if we darkened in his eye now. And then he's got it's got kind of a heavy little lid there, a little dark lid. All right, so that's his basic face proportions, and he's gonna look great once we ink him in and clean him up. Now here you might notice he's got a little V of coloring that comes right down here to the top of the eye, and then curves up and then swings down like this right to about here. So this part of him is a darker yellow than this part, and then he has some stripes, and see, this stripe comes down all the way to about the eye, so we'll do that. And then this stripe starts a little bit above that and comes all the way down to these teeth here. So I'm going to use that as a guide to help me measure. And this is what I do. I kind of look at other parts of the character and how they relate to each other, and try to use that as a measuring guide. Now he's got a dimple right there. Just like that. Alright, now we need to draw these cute little antennae. And this one comes up right where we had that little curve, and it hooks out. It hooks out to about here. See, how high does it come? It really doesn't come incredibly high. I mean, it's maybe right in here. So we'll just start by drawing sort of a little hockey stick right here. A hockey stick, and then here it's another short hockey stick. It comes up more on this arched part. It kind of angles that way first, and then, you know, it's a hockey stick, or it could be kind of like a golf putter. Right there. And one thing I can see shape-wise is needing to bulge him out a little more here. Because he's kind of round, but he's sort of like an egg in that this side is a little narrower, and so let's just bulge him out, making corrections as we go. And I'm just going to extend this up. And I think the hockey stick is okay. It's not an exact match for him, but this is our version of the character. As he moves around, his antennae are going to change and things like that. All right, coming along very nicely. Now, let's go ahead and look at these legs and feet down here. And you can see that they come lined up about with the teeth right here. Right here, those are right in line with the teeth. So I know I'm going to have some right here in line with the teeth. Just going to come out a little bit. And then hook back. Then hook out. And then one above that. And I'm letting these angles radiate out from the center like this. So this leg just comes out almost like it's coming out at us, and then it cuts down. And this part looks a little shorter to me, and that's something we call foreshortening. And then we'll just draw a little rectangle here on the foot, and we'll work out that. Okay, just sketch that out. So it's a rectangle, and here this is sort of like a little swooshy triangle, and this is like a big long stretched teardrop. Teardrop, teardrop, swooshy triangle, sort of angled. It's not really a rectangle because it sort of tapers. And now we only are seeing two of his legs on this side. So what I'll do here is I'm going to look and see where this connects. And again, it's right close to where all this lines up. And man, I can see that his eye could even be bigger. The thing about drawing things the way they actually look, it's all about getting those relationships right, about getting the position of things and the proportion of things just right. I mean, the thing that makes you look different from your friends or your brother or your sister is the proportions of the parts of your body. So, is your eyes a little further apart or closer together than someone else's, and just the shape of your mouth, things like that. So same thing with cartoon characters and game characters. So notice that this cuts in behind this one right here. So that gives us a little clue right there that we can look at, make that little shape right there. That helps us. And then that kicks out like that. All right, I think that's the basic drawing right there. I'm going to use my Sharpie now to go over this, and we'll make some adjustments as we go. And I'm going to start here at the top. And notice here there's a little bit of a highlight. So we won't be coloring this here today on the How to Draw and Paint channel, but we will want to leave some room for the highlight. And we'll indicate that with some shading there. Okay. And now this one. And leave room for that highlight. There we go. Actually, I don't know if I like that shading. I'm just going to fill that in and leave a little highlight up there. There, just like that. Alright, now coming around his body. This is the tricky one. Yeah, don't worry if you don't get this perfect. It takes practice. And the more often I draw something, the more able I am to capture the likeness of it. I usually find that drawing something several times, even tracing it first, and you might think, oh my gosh, trace something, I would never trace. But hey, when you learned to write your letters, you traced. When you learned how to write cursive, if you learned how to write cursive, you traced. And tracing is an important part of teaching your brain how to see and how to create the shapes that you want. Okay, I'm going to leave a little highlight on the edge here. So don't be afraid to trace. And then after you've traced, or while you trace, be really thinking about the relationship of the shapes. And then after you've traced and thought about it and looked at it, kind of decided what you can do differently, well then you can go ahead and try to draw it straight out without tracing. So I'm not getting all these highlights in the perfect place. It's always a question when you're inking and not coloring how much to darken in. But I think he's looking pretty awesome. And I hope you are having a lot of success with your Kwincy drawing. This it's an opportunity here while we're making these shadings here, these inking with the Sharpie, and we can make corrections if we need to. So here I'm trying to capture that light spot right there, but I don't want it quite as big in my black inked version. So when I get done with Kwincy here, I'm going to have to get back to seeing if I can beat Kate. She got a head start on me and downloaded the game before me. Alright, nice long curve there. Now I am going to go ahead and shade these in, even though they're not black. They're more of a brown, a grayish brown. But for our version here, go ahead and shade those in. The stripes. You know, as this character transforms as you advance in the game, I've looked at their website, at the Best Fiends website, and he starts getting more eyes and he gets bigger, and it's pretty funny. I can't wait to get mine to grow, and I find that it's a good way to pass some time, like sitting at a doctor's office or you're waiting for somebody. That's when I really enjoy playing games. Draw that tongue, and I'm just going to draw this line right here. And for the shading, I'm just going to come in and darken this. And there's really two tones in here. There's a darker tone and a lighter tone, but for our black and white version, I'm just going to come in and shade it all. Alright, now let's draw this pupil. Leaving that little dip there. And then draw the eye. And as I'm correcting things here, I'm going to make this eye quite large because it's kind of the thing that makes him look all buggy and cool. And then I'll give him like an eyelid here, this darker eyelid up here. Alright. Alright, so, and now the dimple. So, have we forgotten anything? Well, I've got the eye, got the eyelid, we have the antennae, we have the stripes, we have legs, the tongue, teeth. I think that's all that's left to color him, but we're not going to do that in this video. There we have him, Kwincy from Best Fiends. And now if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to the game and see if I can beat Kate. So thanks so much for watching, and we look forward to doing more great videos for you here on the How to Draw and Paint channel. Be sure to go and download the game if you can and see if you can beat my score. So you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching.